Welcome back, golfers. Today I'm going to give you my 3 killers to lag in your golf swing. Stay tuned. The lag in your golf swing is one of the most important things to learn to develop. And let's first define lag. So lag in the golf swing is maintaining stored up energy that we stored up in the shaft, in our load in our golf swing, and then maintaining that angle right there. So between your forearm and the shaft, maintaining that angle as deep as we can so that the energy isn't being released too soon. So a lot of you've been fishing before, and we'll pretend this alignment stick's a fishing rod. So fishing is a very simple way for us to understand energy being released. So when you're going fishing, it doesn't take a lot of energy or power to create a lot of power into that fishing pole. It just releases energy very quickly, and because it has flex in there in the rod, it releases and you can throw a lure or whatever you're throwing out into the lake or river pretty far and pretty efficiently. So in golf, we call this casting in the golf swing. That's just an early release of energy stored up, releasing it too soon, so when we come into the ball, we're pretty much hitting it with our speed of our body or our hands. So instead of releasing the energy out here, in the golf swing, we want to release the energy down through the ball so that we can utilize all that flex and stored energy in the shaft to make it easier for us to hit the ball further with less effort. So in this video, we're going to go over the 3 main killers of lag in your golf swing so that you can identify your own killer if you're not lagging properly, and then you can work on that in a way that will make your swing flow better, move better, and be more dynamic into the impact zone. So killer number 1 of lag, so that comes from the wrists. So first thing we're going to talk about is the wrists. So like we said, if the wrists are firing too soon, we're going to be releasing all that energy too soon, and you're going to lose that lag very quickly. So that's number 1. So training the body, which I talked about my last video about understanding your dominance. And most golfers, not all golfers, but most golfers, your trail hand is your dominant hand. We use this hand a lot, and because it's our stronger side, we try to create power from that side. But as we've talked about in the past, the right side, or our trail side, being our dominant side, wants to push energy away, especially at the top of the swing. We push energy away. We're pushing energy away. We're going to be releasing all that stored energy very quickly. But instead, what we want to have happen is our less dominant or lead hand, which is a pulling side, to hold that angle. And the lead side of our body, lead arm, we want that to be the engine to our golf swing. You do all your fine motor skills typically with your trail hand. If your trail hand is your normal dominant hand, that's usually your fine motor skills. What we don't want to have happen is we create power and fine motor skills, which is squaring up the face, doing whatever our brain tells us we need to do with that same side we're trying to create all this power from. We use the lead side to be almost automatic. Drive that energy, pull that, help us maintain angle, and then the trail side just follows, helps with the release, squares things up, does give us power through the impact zone, but we have to wait until we get into this position so we can sling that side rather than get up here and push, and then we end up in this position rather than that position with our elbow, so that we can't, that's going to help us release, that's going to push and release energy too soon. Training the hands to not push away starts with practicing letting your left side or your lead side do a little bit more of that work, and taking some left-handed swings and trying to hold energy, hold that club back and hold that wrist position down, and then feel that whoosh of motion through the impact zone is a good way to start. The second way we can practice this is if you put the club in your right hand, put that lead hand behind that elbow, and just sit there and practice that first move. And just try to maintain this box or the structure. So if we watch the swing, top of the swing, structure maintains. We can maintain that box we created in that right hand through that first move without feeling we have to tip the shaft forward or try to release it. So what we end up getting into is that elbow comes to the side, and now we get into this position like you would skip rocks on a lake. So it creates a slinging position rather than a pushing position. So important position to get into. Otherwise, just take the club, take it to the top, and just practice not pushing that shaft out. You gotta watch yourself in a mirror or on video like I'm doing right here, and you just turn and just try to feel that first move, drop down, hold that angle, and then move through. My 1, 2, 3 drill is also a great one. Practice this, so it's 1 to the top, 2 to transition, 3 going through, and that's just training those hands not to push, not to cast, and that'll allow you to hold on to that angle. All right, killer number 2. And killer number 2, I see a lot of golfers get into this position, and there's a lot of drills that a lot of golfers do that put themselves into this position, but killer number 2 is your right elbow. I've done videos on the right elbow. I'll put it up in the top. You can watch that. It's a great one to refer to this one. But number 2 being the elbow, and that is if you took a ball and you were going to throw a ball, your elbow would not be stuck to your side. Okay, so a lot of people do practice drills and they keep their elbow right up against their side, and that is an instant way you're going to end up not giving yourself the time to create lag. So if your elbow's here, you're not going to throw a ball well there. Your elbow, when you throw, comes up, and then it comes down, and then the throw comes after that. Same thing in the golf swing. What we want to see is that elbow be able to rise up, and then as you're coming down, now that elbow comes down and gives you time to hold on to lag, and then create release. So if you're going to be doing that real close elbow position drill, make sure it's only here. It's a short swing. Don't go all the way up to there and try to do it, because that's training your body to not create width and not create time to give yourself the ability to lag the club in deeper to release it later. So get those elbows up. Don't let them fall down. So killer of lag number 3, and this is the last one we're going to give you today, and that is your transition in your golf swing and the sequencing that happens in your golf swing. So if you are a top-down sequencer, meaning the first thing that moves in your golf swing is your upper body or your hands or your shoulders, all comes from the top and then unwinds coming down, that is going to instantly create a sequence that makes you release the club too soon because you're not able to hold. You're pushing first, and then everything just falls out of sequence. Whereas the sequence that we talk about a lot on this channel, and that is a bottom-up sequence. The same sequence as you would see if you're pitching, QB throwing a football, any sport you really think, hockey player, tennis player, they're all using the ground first, and then that sequence of the body uncoils upward. So that's what we talk about when we talk about sequencing. So what we want to see in the golf swing is we take it to the top of the golf swing, first thing that moves, you're going to feel that pressure from the ground and the body start to open up. The structure of the upper body just maintains. So that structure we create right there, that all just maintains and then shifts forward. You can see when you just shift forward, now you're in a position that you've held on to lag. You can even deepen that lag. and go all the way down deeper and then release later. So one of the drills I do to help teach golfers, and we do this with my at-home swing drills, is the arm bar drill. We just take our lead arm, put it across, hook it with that lead elbow underneath, and then we just take it to the top. And we first work on that first move in the golf swing, that transitional move. We're just squaring up our knees. You see it from here. Feel that move to the top, and then powerfully just move it into that transition. You feel that little squat, hips stay down, and we come into that position. And the reason why we want to practice this, because if we maintain our lead side and that structure that we've created at the top of the golf swing, and we maintain that right there, and we get into that position, well, then this doesn't have to change. The only thing that's happening is we're opening up our body. I can hold on to that lag deeper into the swing and then release it with all that energy on the golf ball. Really important aspect to get down, not the easiest one to train, because as amateurs, most of you are, when you get to the top of the swing, you just want to drive and push energy out. And when you do that, you lose those angles and you start coming, like we said, top-down sequence. Whereas the trick to what all the pros do, all the best swingers in the world do, they get to the top, first thing that moves, they're pressing from that ground, they're opening up their lower body, opening up those hips, getting those knees squared really quick, hands are still really high, which then gives them time to allow their body to open up and get to an open position, weight left, and creating a ton of lag into that golf ball, allowing their hands to get in front of their core in an optimum impact position. So golfers, I hope that helped. That is some information that I think all golfers need. And if you can apply that to your own swing, check out my other videos that I posted on here to help support those movements. And it will really help your golf game get better, your swing get better, create more power. If you're looking for more distance, this is where to start. Don't throw away that lag. It is crucial to creating effortless distance and power and flow in your swing. So thank you guys for watching. Remember, if your feet aren't working, your swing's not working. Catch you guys next time.